Straight taken out, and no one checks Zipex, and this is a huge bait, and I absolutely love it. As we all know, Zipex is a very good support player, very good using his utility, and a very calm and collected player. So to start off here, he's going to be defending Ben. You see a rush comes in, only one player manages to get traded out here, and you see he uses his smoke right there, and you might be thinking, hang on, I've thrown a smoke there as the T side, isn't that helping me? No, it's not helping the T side, because look at this. That smoke is very good for blocking off this alleyway if you have an AWP rotating in or something. And Zipex knows, look, no one's here. Device is miles away, he has the AWP, Glaive is the closest one, and Dupree is going to come in for the flank. So what does this smoke do? This smoke gives him basically a spot where he doesn't have to worry about, and he can jump up and go for this peek here, as you're going to see. He only has to concentrate on the left-hand side, and you'll see he decides to jump up, and he gets a nice little kill there. Glaive also gets one. He gets a little bit overconfident. I think, though, however, he was looking for some information. He was saying, okay, has anyone pushed up short here? Is there anyone else here? Basically, is what he wanted to know. He got his answer, unfortunately, dying, but 3v2, his team should have been able to clean this up anyway. Now this smoke also gives you a ton of options. You see when he smokes it off again, same thing as before, using his utility work quite well. That was a beautiful flash just to stop the push here. And again he's going to jump on top of here, and you might think, oh, what kind of options? This has done the exact same thing again. And look at it right now, he's fallen straight off behind this smoke. He's able to, look at this, like he wouldn't be able to do this. If this smoke wasn't down, Bolt's would be able to see him right now, or Taco would be able to see him, and this wouldn't be a safe option. He'd be forced to drop down there with Kirby. So, and you see here, it also gives him an alleyway to escape. You see as he comes through here, Coldzera pop flashes himself through. But because he comes through a smoke, he also gets blind. It's a bit hard for him to tell what's going on. And you see, just the smoke allows Zipex so much room to move around and, yeah, just stay alive for a lot longer. So this round here, we're going to see another smoke Zipex likes to throw on the site. So he gets the information that JDM's coming through here. He does a very smart thing here. He smokes and then flashes himself out to escape. And you'll see here, what he managed to do is he manages to isolate the angle with Stanislaw. Even though Twists and Nitro are so far away, that's actually unusual, because normally you wouldn't send JDM out here by himself. You'd have someone with him supporting him. So yeah, he isolates this angle where there's most likely he presumes people are going to be coming out. In this situation, there's not. And he isolates this angle with Stanislaw. Very smart, and just another smoke you can use if you're playing this barrel position, if you can't get the smoke off to the normal choke points in time. He does lose this battle, but you guys get the idea of how this isolates the angles and keeps Zipex alive for a little bit longer. Now I'm not just saying save your smoke every round and do something crazy like that. There's lots of different options. These wooden panels are something Zipex likes to use a lot, and you'll see here he's going to completely catch his, I guess, I'm not really sure how to say that. He uses your smoke on a normal choke point. Nothing funky about that, right? I mean, it's pretty good. Hellraiser started to push through the smoke here, and you see he positions himself really quite smartly in front of the smoke. He catches this player off guard, or they're not really expecting him, and he knows here he's stuck and he has to push through the smoke. Gets the timing on Angel, and you might think this is a bit of a crazy play, but the way he moves in front of that smoke is actually quite smart. I mean, you're not really going to have a player walk out and generally walk around the sandbags and come and shoot him in the back. So the initial positioning, even though he didn't get a kill, was pretty smart, and then he's just forced. He can't just sit there forever. He's forced to jump through that smoke. He just gets lucky with the timing, really. Now that was probably the funkier of the options. When you're up here close to short, you see he uses his utility here. Just it's a counter smoke really to the smoke you'll see there in between him and Glaive. Just they baited out utility basically is what SK did there. So you'll see this crossfire here is quite smart. Zipex has got anyone coming out long, and then Glaive is out here looking towards short. And I quite like this crossfire because you see Zipex is relatively safe with that smoke there, and Glaive should be watching his back. He keeps moving around, but yeah, this crossfire here is a really good one, as you can see. Locks it down. I like these positionings. Glaives is more common, but Zipex is a lot better to catch him off guard if they do come at the monster positioning. So what we're going to say here is going to speed it up a little bit, and Glaive should smoke it off, or actually someone else smokes it off. But you see Zipex, again, he's in this position right behind this sandbag. And this time he's actually looking towards Starco, and if anyone's going to come through. You see again, being right here close to the smoke, right at the edge of this sandbag, is catching players off guard. And he does it again here in a gun round, this time not with the CZ. Taco's not expecting it at all, and he gets an easy kill. Obviously, the hit's on the A side of the map, but you can just see these are some positionings and how Zipex uses this short smoke sometimes. He will push up really close to it. As I mentioned earlier, Zipex loves these wooden panels. Again, that's a standard molly that he's going to throw there, but these wooden panels are very good for causing information. So as that smoke comes through, he loves to throw a jump nade after it goes through, and he actually manages to tag down for a little bit. And I'm going to play this clip in double speed because it's a little bit tedious, but you see, because Zipex has two teammates here in the form of Glaive and Kirby, he's able to just really be super annoying and get as much information towards short and spam as much as possible. So I'm going to speed this up, and you see he's just going to keep spamming this. Gets a little bit of damage there. Jump spots one's close, and you'll notice he sees bolts is up on that railing. You never sit there unless you're going to like do a boost or throw some kind of nade. You wouldn't really sit there. It's really open. And you'll see he's just going to keep jumping again. He jumps again, sees Fur, and sees him looking at the floor, and that's the game given away. If Fur spotted him, they probably would have cancelled that. And you'll see it's just a really easy kill from there. And he's going to keep going. More jump spots, and now he's actually going to walk up, clear out behind sandbags. You see, he's getting pretty confident. Obviously, it's a 5v2, but you can see just how annoying you can be with these wooden pillars. What are they? Wooden planks, I guess. And you just can jump up and down as long as you're not just jumping constantly, because someone will shoot your head off. You can jump around, get heaps of information, and it buys a lot of time as well, because people get distracted. They think, I'm going to shoot this guy's head off next time he jumps, and then you do a little side jump, only to peak slightly. It's just wasting time for them, and you can honestly be a really annoying player jumping up and down like you saw Zipex was. Now, we alluded to it just before in the last clip. One thing Zipex will do is he'll molly, and then he'll nade as soon as the molly fades. And basically this is because the T side is at the mercy of timing in this situation. Obviously in this round they don't have a molly, but say they had mollied off this choke point here. It's not very common for the teams to Molotov off each choke point and then go for the short control. If they wait for ages after this molly fades, the CT side can walk in here and take short control. Obviously in this round it's not as big of a deal, but this is the most famous example, so I decided to use it. So as he throws that jump nade as soon as the molly's fading, he'll often just spray here. And this is the crazy example because he gets 3 kills, actually goes on to get the ace. But yeah, that's just something you can do. Maybe catch one player off guard, 1 or 2 players even pushing into short, even on a gun round with full armor. In this situation, obviously he goes absolutely ham and gets an ace. Okay, so a little bit of context on this round. Zipex was doing that jumping thing that he did last time. You'll see they were just boosting there, standard kind of boost. And then they're just going to walk in here, and you see, because he does jump around these things so much, they're very worried about it. You see, he gets a little bit lucky with the timing. Boltz falls back to try and punish him if he is doing this little jump thing, and he's not. He's walked in here, he's mixed it up again, and then he's straight out of it. As soon as you get that kill, you don't want to hang around, right? Mate, you get away with the crime. You don't want to just stick around you don't want to stick around, so he's gonna disappear off with the man advantage. I mean, that's just standard Counter-Strike, you probably get that. Now this is something very cheeky, which I only saw him do once, but I quite liked it. This is where he walks up, and he's just going to sit in this extremely annoying position. Again, Zipex is a bit of an annoying player, but that's the kind of player you want to be, don't you? So, with this setup here, so he's going to get up here, very standard, and Glaive's going to sit in the open. This is a huge bait, right? So Glaive wants to try and avoid this flash, obviously. Because he's so open, as soon as you get this kill on this guy out monster, you're not really going to check close or right. I mean, it's just a huge bait. Glaive is just pure bait here, and obviously Kirby's got the short, he's about to smoke it off. Nice big smoke in our face here. So, what we're going to see is Glaive's going to go down, straight taken out, and no one checks Zipex. And this is a huge bait, and I absolutely love it. And Zipex is just going to sit here, and he's going to clean up 2 of them, and I don't know what happens with the spray towards Taco, but I mean, 2 kills is good, right? 2v1 situation for his teammates to clear up, and that's just something very interesting you can maybe throw in once a half if you've got a mate playing with you or something. So I'm showing you all these cheeky things to do, right? But this is going to be a more standard way to use your utility. Obviously this one, you chuck the smoke down to go over Molotov. I mean, that's always an option, but I already talked about that. The thing I like about this round, or just the one I want to show you really, is how to play a more standard approach, which is how Zipex is going to play that. You see he falls back into this like pit kind of area, and he's just going to use his Molotov. You see he doesn't want anyone running up the left-hand side, and these are good flashes. You'll see, look at that. They both get a little bit of a tickle from that flash, and he just swings out here, and you see he's playing really well around his utilities Molotov, and just shows you don't need to do all these little tricks I've shown you. I mean, they're always really good to mix things up, but you can also play it very standard, use your utility very well like Zipex just did, from the standard positioning in the little pit there, up at the barrels, or whatever you want to call it, in the water, I guess is what it's really called. But yeah, these are all options, and they're all perfectly fine as well, but it's also extremely good to always mix up what you're doing and keep the T side on their toes. I'm not sure I recommend this, but I think it's something you guys could try out and maybe let me know how it goes. So they're going to run boost here across the opening, and you see they're in the tunnel here. So Taco obviously is going to get the kill. He's being double peaked basically right now. But you see where he lands? He's not open to, say Fallen was holding this angle like Fallen does. I don't know if I've shown it, but Fallen often will just hold this angle down towards Monster. And if anyone peeks, he'll punish them. If you jump over like this, you can maybe catch someone off guard if you manage to do this cleanly. Unluckily for them in this situation, he lands right in the face of Boltz, so it doesn't work out too well. But this is something I reckon you guys can just have a go at and mix it up maybe. And that's it, guys. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and join the Discord in the description if you want to maybe hang out with me or send me some messages or whatever. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.